Welcome back to the 6-week Best You Fitness Challenge. We're about to get started with workout number 12. Let's get into position to warm up. We're going to start with some air squats. So separate your feet about hip width apart, toes point forward, reach your butt way back before you sit yourself down. Let's do this a little bit longer. Really open up those hips, loosen up our leg muscles, work our glutes. Great job, guys. Let's head down to the floor now. We're going to do some bridges. So you're going to lay on your back. You're going to bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. Use the heels of your feet to raise your butt up and bring it back down. So really press the heels of your feet into the floor as you raise your butt up, squeeze it, and then lower it. All right, guys, let's just hold it at the top here. Really squeeze your glutes, hold it, and lower back down nice and slowly. Go ahead and flip over here. We're going to do some Superman. So you're going to lay on your belly, arms extended out in front of you, legs extended straight out behind you. And you're just going to start by raising your chest off the floor. Leave your feet on the floor the first few times. Just raise your chest up, squeeze, come back down. Let's do that again. Raise your chest up, squeeze, come back down. Great job, guys. Let's do that again. Raise your chest, squeeze it, and come back down. Awesome. Now let's add our legs. So raise your legs and your arms at the same time and lower yourself back down. Let's do it again. Arms and legs up, squeeze everything, and back down. Good. Let's do that again. Up, hold it, and back down. And go ahead again. Raise everything up, squeeze, squeeze, lower it down. Awesome. Let's do that again, guys. Everything up, squeeze, hold it, and lower yourself back down. Nice work. All right, we're going to stand up. We're going to do some alternating lunges. In case you haven't noticed yet, we're doing a lot of leg stretches, so we are definitely going to be doing some leg work today. So you can either put your hands up at your head or on your hips, and we're just going to alternate, taking a nice wide step forward, lunging down, and then switch. So remember, when you lunge, I want both knees to bend at the same time. Don't keep that back leg straight. I want everything to bend together. Nice wide step out, drop your weight down and come back. Drop it down and come back. So use the heel on that front foot to really push you back up into your standing position. Let's just do it a few more times. Come on, guys. Really want those legs warmed up for today. Great. Come on. Nice wide step. Drop your weight straight down. Bend both legs. Good. All right, one more stretch today. We're going to take one arm across our chest and use the other elbow to lock it in. Give it a nice tug. Great. You should feel a nice stretch on the top outside part of your arm. Let's switch arms. Take that other arm across your chest. Use your opposite arm to squeeze that arm nice and tight. Give it a good tug. Good. And let's go ahead and release it. All right, guys, so we're going to get started with our strength part of the workout. I'm going to take you through a demo first. I'm going to show you what the exercise looks like, and then we'll move on. So let's start with the first one. It's a nice wide squat. You're going to reach down with your right arm towards your left foot and then extend it straight up. So remember, feet wide apart. Really sit your butt all the way backwards. Notice how far back I sit before I sit down. Keep your upper body nice and strong. If you want to add a dumbbell, I'm going to show you how to do this with a dumbbell. So again, feet nice and wide, toes point forward. Your right arm is going to reach down towards your left foot and then press that right arm straight up overhead. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, feet hip width apart. Sit your butt way back before you sit down. If you want to add the weight, let's practice that too. So grab a dumbbell, feet hip width apart, toes point forward, reach your left arm towards your right foot, and then press it straight up overhead. Next exercise, we're going to do alternating curtsies. This can be done without dumbbells like I'm doing here. My hands stay in front of my chest. Take a nice wide step diagonally behind you and curtsy. If you want to add the dumbbells, you're going to hold those dumbbells real close to your chest. You can do this with 1 or 2 dumbbells, your call. Hold that weight very close to your chest. Keep your upper body nice and tall. Wide step diagonally behind you and curtsy. Good. You should really feel your butt working on these. Last exercise in this circuit, we're going to do a tricep kickback. So you're going to hinge at your hips, keep your back very flat, your chest out, and your shoulders pulled back. You're going to row up into position and then kick those arms straight back behind you. Keep your head up. Okay, so I don't want anybody looking down at the floor. Keep your head up in line with your spine. Grab those dumbbells if you want. Let's try with the dumbbell. So again, fold at your hips, keep your back flat, chest out, shoulders pulled back, and just kick those arms straight back behind you. So let's get started with the actual strength circuit. There's going to be 3 sets, 10 repetitions of everything. Go ahead and get into position now for your single arm squat press. Grab your dumbbell if you're using it, feet hip width apart, right hand reaches down to your left foot, and then press that arm straight up overhead. Good. 3, 4. Remember to keep your upper body nice and strong. 5. Reach your butt way back behind you. 6. 7. I'm never sure where to put that other hand. Sometimes I put it on my hip. Sometimes I put it out to the side. 8, 9, and 10. Great. We're going to switch sides now. Same thing. Hold that weight in your left hand. Reach down towards your right foot. And press it up. So you'll notice I'm really sitting my butt way back. I'm trying to keep my upper body as tall as I can. Good. And 4, 5. Press it straight up. 6. And 7. Reach that butt back. 8. 9. Come on, we got this. Last one. And 10. Great job, guys. Okay, we're going to move on to our curtsies. So put the dumbbells down if you're not going to use them, or go ahead and grab it. Hold it close to your chest if you are. Curtsy behind you. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze that butt. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We'll get into position for our tricep kickback now. So remember, you're going to fold over at your hips. Keep your back really strong. Chest out. 1, 2. Do these without weights if you want. 3, 4. I want you to take that arm back as far as you can. 5, 6. Really squeeze those triceps. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work, guys. All right, so round 1 is finished. We have 2 more to go. We're going to take a brief break here, 30 seconds. That's it. We're going to make this workout super quick today. We want to get through everything as quickly as we can. So take those 30 seconds, catch your breath, grab a quick drink of water, and then we're going to get started with round 2. All right, guys, 30 seconds is a very quick rest. If you need a little bit longer, go ahead and hit pause. Don't start yet. If not, get into position. Ready? We're going to squat and press. And 2, 3. So that weight's in the right hand. Reach down towards your left foot. 4. Press that arm straight overhead. 5. Reach your butt way back when you sit down. And 6. And 7. 8. 9, and 10. Great. We're going to switch arms. So you're going to reach down with your left arm towards your right foot. Ready? Go. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Keep your weight way back behind you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work, guys. All right, curtsies are next. So put your weight down if you're not using it, or go ahead and grab another one if you want. Your hands stay close to your chest, with or without the weights. Ready? Curtsy back and go. 1, 2. Use that front heel to push you back up into a standing position. Really squeeze your glutes here. 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job, guys. Wow, my legs are already getting tired. Let's get into position for those kickbacks. Ready? 1, 2, notice my chest is out. My head stays lined up with my spine, so I'm not looking down towards the floor. Kick those arms all the way back. Squeeze those triceps. Come on, guys. We have 2 more to go. Let's go. And last one. Great job. All right, so again, we're going to take a very quick break here. 30 seconds to rest. Catch your breath. Let your breathing settle back down. Let your heart rate come back down. 30 seconds, and then we'll do round 3. All right, guys, we're about to get started with round 3. Go ahead and hit pause if you need a few more seconds to rest. Otherwise, grab that dumbbell if you're using it, feet hip width apart. Right hand reaches down to the left foot. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach that butt way back. And 6, 7, 8, 9, come on, one more, and 10. Awesome. We're going to switch arms. All right, let's go. Ready? 1 and 2. Really sit that butt back. Come on, reach it. 3, all the way behind you. Come on. 4. Take that press straight up. Arm extended all the way. 5, 6, 7, 8, this is it, come on, 9, and 10. Press it, come on, good job, guys. All right, back to our curtsies. Grab your dumbbells if you're using them. Keep your hands close to your chest. Step back into a nice wide diagonal step behind you. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, bring yourself down towards the floor. Use that front heel to really push you back into standing. Come on, just a few more, guys. So remember, we're really working our glute muscles here, especially those outer bottom glute muscles. So you should really feel that burn and that squeeze in your lower butt. All right, guys, one more exercise to go. Those tricep kickbacks. Hinge at your hips, back flat, chest out. Really kick those arms all the way back behind you. Come on, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work, guys. All right, so we're going to take another rest here, and then we're going to come back for something different. So we'll take 1 full minute this time. Go ahead and grab some water. I'll see you back here in a minute. All right, guys, rest is just about over, so I'm going to take you through the next set of exercises. We're going to do a 7-minute EMOM today. First exercise will be walking lunges. This can be done with or without weights. If you're not using weights, go ahead and put your hands in front of your chest. Take a nice wide step forward, drop your weight straight down. If you want to add the dumbbells, you can either do them with your arms hanging at your side, or go ahead and put your arms up at your shoulders, hold the weights up at your shoulders. Your call. Just remember to keep your body weight evenly distributed. When you drop your weight straight down, you want it literally centered between your 2 feet. For the next exercise, we're going to lay on the floor. We're going to do YTIs. So on your belly, keep your legs down for this one. Don't bring your legs up. You're just going to raise your chest into a Y, a T, and an I. Come back to starting. Y, T, I. Come back to the starting position. So again, bring your chest up, Y, out to the side, T, pull them back for the I. All right, next exercise, everybody's favorites. We're going to do some frog hops today. So we have two choices for this. You can either slow it down, or you can either jump your feet in and out, like an actual hop, or slow it down. Walk your feet out and then bring them back in. Step out, step back in. Notice though that when I do the stepping in and out, I'm still keeping myself low to the floor. Next one, we're going to do standing leg abductions. This can be done without weights. Just hold your arms up at your shoulders, and we're not a press. So if your right leg is coming out to the side, you're going to keep your left leg really strong. Arms reach straight up towards the ceiling. We're going to add dumbbells if we want. They start at our shoulders. As that leg comes out to the side, press up. Bring the weights down with your leg. When your leg goes up to the side, your arms go straight up overhead. We'll switch and do it on the other side. Stand on that left leg. Take that right leg out to your side. All right. The sixth exercise is going to be squat walks. We're going to go side to side, so stay in that very low crouched squat position. Keep your toes pointing forward. So our toes tend to want to step out in the direction that we're walking. We want to keep our toes pointing straight ahead. Next one, mountain climbers. You can either slow it down a lot and just alternate stepping 1 foot in at a time, or go ahead and run it like I am. All right, guys. So that's our 7-minute EMOM. We're going to get started now. Remember, for EMOMs, the goal here is to do as many repetitions as you can possibly do in that 1-minute period. So every minute is set for a different exercise. We're going to get started first with our walking lunges. If you're using your weights, go ahead and grab them now. Ready, go. So I want you to remember here, 7 minutes. Each exercise goes for 1 full minute. I'm going to try and go through the entire minute with no breaks. If you need a rest, take a rest. Rest as briefly as possible and then get yourself right back into it and keep going until time is up. So again, if you're not using weights for this, that's fine. You can either put your hands up at your head or put them on your hips. If you're holding the dumbbells, they can be down at your sides or up at your shoulders like I have them. And remember, take a nice wide step forward, bend both legs, drop your weight evenly between your feet. Between your feet. Keep your chest out. Keep your upper body nice and tall. Abs are squeezed for this. Great job, guys. Just a little bit longer. We're almost done. Keep going. Keep going. Time's almost up. Great job, guys. Let's go ahead and rest. We're going to take a 10-second rest here, and then we'll do our full minute of YTI. So you're going to head down to the floor, lay on your belly. Keep those legs down so your legs are extended behind you. Keep your feet on the floor for this. Only raise your upper body. YTI. Let's get started. Up into a Y, a T, and an I. So remember when you do the Y's, your arms are not going to come straight in front of you. They come slightly angled out. That's what makes you look like the letter Y. When you do it in a T, arms are straight out to either side, and then squeeze them back. Really squeeze your shoulder blades back together for that I position. Keep your neck lined up with your spine, so as you raise your chest, your head's going to come up, but you're not looking up towards the ceiling. You're going to keep everything in a nice line. Really work those shoulders for this one. Rest if you need to, but I'd love to see you push straight until the end of that minute. Last few seconds here. Come on, take it right to the end and rest. All right, guys, next we have frog hops. Let's get ready and go. So remember, these can be slowed down. Step your knees in towards your elbows and then bring both feet back out behind you. Step back in towards your elbows, legs out behind you. So keep your weight down, or go ahead and hop it in. Again, keeping your body low to the ground, keeping your knees bent. When you do the hops, keep your knees bent in the pull-in position as well as the kick-out position. Come on, keep going, guys. You're doing great. We're about halfway through this minute. I know this one's a really challenging one. So rest for a few seconds if you need it, and then just get right back to it. More than halfway there, though. You guys are doing great. We're almost there. Just a few seconds left. Really push through it. I know everybody's legs are probably exhausted, but go ahead and rest now. The next move will be our standing leg abduction with the press. Ready? Go. So you're going to stand on one leg, take your you stand on your left leg, take your right leg out nice and straight towards your side. Raise those arms up overhead while you're doing that. So really work the outer part of that right leg, squeeze it, press those arms straight up and down. You can always add dumbbells here if you want. My shoulders, and as I've mentioned once before, I'm having some issues with some muscle and bone pain right now. So I'm going to do mine without the weights today, but please add those weights if you can do it. Really challenge yourself here. This one's super tough because this one requires us to balance on one leg while adding movement in several different directions. So this is not just working your right leg or your standing leg or your shoulders. This is actually working every muscle in your body. Your core is working extra hard to keep you in a nice standing position. We have about 10 seconds to go, guys. Keep pushing. Come on, we can do it. If for some reason you're finding that the balance is really tricky for you today, by all means, grab on something. Go ahead and stop here, guys. Use a chair or hold on to the wall. You can do this, but with a little support if you need to. Let's get started with the other leg. Ready? And go. So if you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. But if you can do this without it, even if you need to not raise your arms up and down, if you just want to work on your balance today, that's okay too. Balance work is really important and we don't do enough of it. So unfortunately, the older we get, the more likely we are to not be able to balance on one foot for very long. And especially when we're adding movement. We're adding movement not only out to your side with your leg, but we're also adding movement up and down with our arms. So if this is more challenging than you can handle right now, go ahead and grab onto a chair. But I'd love to see you try and really test your balance today. Even more important than getting those arms up overhead is to test your balance. You guys are doing great. We have about 20 seconds to go. We're almost done. Keep that standing leg really, really strong. If that standing leg starts to weaken on you, go ahead and relax it for a few seconds and then get right back into position. We're almost there. About 5 seconds, guys. Come on, push it. Push it. Let's go. And rest. Awesome job. All right, take a few seconds. Get into position now for our squat walks. Ready? Go. Keep your weight nice and low for this. Really sit yourself back and down. Stay in that position. We're not going to come up from this. We're going to stay in that squat. If you're finding that this one's a little bit too challenging, you can go ahead and just do regular squats in place. So up and down squats in one place. But I'd love to see you move. If you're moving, though, it's really important to remember that your toes are going to point forward. And as you step out with that moving leg, that first leg that moves out, you really want to keep your toes pointing forward. That's what's going to work the side portion of your legs and your butt. Okay, so don't let your toes drift out. They're going to want to. They're going to want to head out in the direction that you're stepping. You really want to keep those toes pointing forward. We have about 20 seconds to go, guys. I know these are super, super exhausting. My legs are burning right now. We're so close to the end, though. About 10 seconds left, guys. We can do it. Try and keep your weight a little bit lower than I am. Like I said, I'm struggling a little bit today, but I'd love to see you guys take it a little bit lower and rest. All right, guys, let's take it down to the floor. We're going to do mountain climbers next. This is our 7th and final minute. Ready? Go. So remember, you can slow this down if you want to. Just alternate, reaching one knee in towards your elbow and then step back out into your nice plank position. If you want to make it a little bit harder, go ahead and run in place. I think I'm going to alternate between the two. That's an option as well. So run in place as long as you can. And when you need to slow it down, go ahead and slow it down. Just alternate stepping one knee in, take yourself back into a plank, step that other knee in. Okay, so you can do it however you want, whether you do it all slowed down, all fast and running, or you alternate between the two. Your call, but keep going. We're about halfway through this round. This is the last minute, guys. Like I said earlier, this workout's going to be very, very quick. It's going to go super fast, not a lot of rest time. We're just going to push really hard and keep our heart rate up the whole time. You guys are doing great, and we have about 10 seconds to go. We are almost there. Just remember to keep your back down, your butt down, okay? You want to be in a plank position while you're doing these. And go ahead and rest. All right, guys, I want everybody to stay where you are for a few seconds. Let's just take some nice deep breaths here, okay? Everybody got their heart rate way up. Like I said, we moved very quickly through this workout so far. So we haven't taken a lot of rest time, and we really pushed our heart rate today. So take some nice deep breaths where you are. Don't rush to stand up. When you're ready, stand up nice and slowly, and let's just move around a little bit, okay? So we're going to let our heart rate settle while we take those nice deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth, and just pace around a little bit. This will help our heart rates to come down at a nice, even pace. Deep breaths in and out. All right. When you feel like you have caught your breath and your heart rate's resettled, go ahead and take 2 minutes to rest. Grab some water, relax, let everything kind of like ease back down to normal. And then we're going to come back to finish with our ab circuit. All right, guys, I'm going to take you through our ab circuit. Let me show you what everything looks like before we actually get started. So we're going to head down to the mat. First thing that we will do is get on our backs. You're going to either do a regular crunch, so keep your belly button pulled in, back flat on the floor, or go ahead and raise your knees up. Keep them in that position and go ahead and just do your crunch with your knees in a tabletop. Or let's add movement with our knees. So you're going to do what's called a tuck crunch. So you're going to use your legs to pull in towards your upper body as your upper body raises, and then lower everything back towards the floor. Next one will be a Russian twist. Whole bunch of variations. This can be done sitting back with your feet on the floor and just rotate side to side. Go ahead and bring your ankles up if you would like. Or go ahead and add dumbbells. So this can also be done with your feet flat on the floor. Sit yourself back and just twist side to side. Remember to keep that weight very close to your body and turn your head in the direction you're going. To make it more challenging, you'll bring your feet up off the floor for this one. The last ab exercise for today is going to be alternating leg raises. So you're going to lay flat on your back. You're going to extend your legs out in front of you. Pull your belly button into the floor. I want no space between your lower back and the floor. So put your hands underneath between your butt and your lower back if you need to. To make this one a little bit more challenging, you can grab your dumbbells and hold them straight over your head. They don't move. You're just going to hold them straight overhead. Go ahead and do those leg raises, keeping your belly button pulled in, lower back flat on the floor. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do 15 repetitions of each exercise and 2 rounds. So on your back flat, you're either going to do a regular crunch or bring those knees up into a tabletop. Ready, go. 2, 3, squeeze those abs. 4, 5, lower back stays on the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, very quick break. We're going to get into our Russian twist next. This can be done with your feet flat on the floor. This can be done with your feet raised up, and this can be done with or without dumbbells. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great job, guys. Okay, alternating leg raises are next. Again, this can be done with or without dumbbells overhead. If you want to just lay on your back and only do leg raises, that's fine. If you're finding it hard to keep your lower back flat on the floor, stick your hands underneath your back. Otherwise, get those dumbbells up. Good. Keep going. So remember, squeeze your abs nice and tight. Keep your lower back pulled into the floor. This is really important here, guys. If you're not pulling your lower back into the floor, your lower back's going to hurt. All right, we're going to take a very, very, very quick rest here. And then we're going to move on to round 2. Let's go ahead and get into position now. I'm sorry, for a crunch or a tuck crunch, your call. But let's get started. Ready? If you're raising your knees up, go ahead and bring them up into tabletop and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, super quick rest, and we'll get into position for our Russian twist. So again, leave your feet on the floor, just sit back and twist. Pick your feet up off the floor if you want, sit back and twist. Add that dumbbell if you'd like. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, last exercise today, guys. Alternating leg raises. Challenge yourself as much as you can. Pick the hardest version of this that you're able to do. Just remember to keep your belly button pulled in tight. Your lower back must stay flat on the floor. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Fantastic, guys. We finished our ab circuit. Let's take a very brief break, and then we're going to come back and stretch. All right, guys, I hope our abs and legs are not too sore after today's workout, but let's get ready to stretch. Go ahead and cross one leg over the other and fold yourself down, reaching your arms towards the floor. Just hang there. Let your head hang nice and heavy. And slowly roll back up. Let's cross the other leg over. And again, fold yourself down, reach towards your toes, and let your head hang nice and heavy towards the floor. Just hold that a few seconds. Great. And very slowly roll yourself back up. Good. All right. Let's separate our feet and just drop our weight straight down towards the floor again. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands slightly back between your legs. Hold that. And walk them back forward. Reach out just a little bit ahead of where you first started. This should feel good on your shoulders. Go ahead and come back to the center and roll up nice and slow. Let's get on one knee into our kneeling position. Go ahead and tuck your butt under. Really feel that nice stretch, and then twist over that front leg. Keeping your back nice and tall, shoulders pulled back and down. Good. Come back to center, and let's switch. Tuck your butt under. Feel that stretch, really nice stretch in the front of that back leg. Twist over your bent leg and hold it. Oh, this feels good. Take some nice deep breaths. Good. Come back to center, and let's head down to the floor. We'll get into position for Cobra. So legs out behind you. Your hands are going to be placed right next to your chest. Go ahead and press yourself up off the floor. Head looks up towards the ceiling. Good. Hold that. Good. Lower yourself back down to the floor. And again, let's press up. This should feel really, really nice on our backs and our upper bodies. Good. Lower yourself back to the floor again. And press up. Take some nice deep breaths. Good. Lower it back down to the floor. Okay, last one. You're just going to sit yourself back onto your feet. And then walk your arms all the way out in front of you, resting your forehead on the floor. Really try and sit your butt way back onto your feet, okay? I want you to really reach your butt backwards and then extend your arms as far forward as you can. Great job. Hold it a few more seconds. Take some nice deep breaths. Every time you breathe in and breathe out, you should sit a little bit farther back on your heels. All right, guys, awesome work on that workout today. I can't wait to see you back